Um, so I want to get into the next thing, which is the other games, and then we'll talk about our latest transfer portal addition. Got another
Yep.
speedster at
Yep.
receiver. So that room is bulking up a little bit, but if you will. But okay, so we got, for example, we got Ohio State, Oregon. I don't think there's any way in hell that Ohio State beats Oregon. I think Oregon is just too good. Um, but let's be real, we're probably going to see one of those two guys if we make the national title again. And I do not want to lose to Ohio State again. I mean, I will just, I might die of heartbreak if we play them and lose again because
Yeah.
I hate them so much. Um, Absolutely delusional fan base. Extremely arrogant team. Which they kind of deserve to be that way, but just I hate them so much. They're like the Chiefs, but but the Chiefs aren't like that arrogant about stuff. Ohio State is. So Ohio State, Oregon. What do you think about that game, Brett?
Oregon, Ohio State.
Yeah,
I mean, the first time they played, look what happened. It was a 1 point win by Oregon. I could see it coming down to the last drive again. I don't think anyone's gonna win. It depends what Will Howard you're gonna get. If you're gonna get Will Howard against Michigan, which I don't think you are, because there's that mental block that we have against those teams that Ohio State has against Michigan right now. They played Oregon very well. They beat the crap out of Tennessee. After watching that game, I don't even think Tennessee's a good team at all. That just by looking at it, like they look terrible. Tennessee should have put up more in a fight than that. But I mean, I could see Ohio State winning this game. To be honest with you, if they play like they did against Tennessee, they have a very good shot. Will Howard actually threw the ball really well, probably his best game overall. I could see a game. I could see a way that Oregon wins. I don't know. I would not bet on this game. Let's just say that. I would not put my money on this game. I would not pick either team to win. It's too up in the air. We have no idea what's going to happen. We just don't. So I don't know who's going to win that one, but I do agree with whoever wins that game is probably going to be in the Natty, and if we keep moving, that's who we're going to have to face. So we're going to have to get prepared and ready for that. Um, yeah, that's not an easy. That's probably the hardest game to pick for me on these four games.
yeah. So Texas, Arizona State. Yeah. So yeah, Oregon was so funny. Yeah. And then, but I meant we missed tackles and don't think at this point we will. Yeah, I think Boise State will miss tackles.
Yep.
So Texas, Arizona State. I think Texas wins that game. I think Oregon wins against Ohio State. I think they're just too good. I think we beat Boise, and then I do think Georgia beats Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame is just they're not a complete team, dude. Like you have Riley Leonard as your quarterback. Your typical Notre Dame. You're just
Both
overrated, cocky as hell for no reason.
both
Uh,
teams are going to have to rely on their defense in that game. It's going to be a low scoring game. That's what that game's going to be.
yeah, I see Oregon might have had too much time to think, but Ohio State was being arrogant. Absolutely, they always are. I mean, you beat Tennessee, dude. Like, calm down. Um, they're coming up into, cold weather. Nico is just he's a freshman. So they all need to calm down for sure. But I think it's gonna be us in Georgia and then Texas, Oregon. And then, that's a good matchup, man. Like no matter what, it's a good matchup. Texas, Oregon. I mean, Texas, who knows? I mean, can they beat either Ohio State or Oregon? Like, no, I don't think so, but
Yeah.
they could. They could have a shot, and I think
Yep.
they'd have a better shot against Oregon, because Ohio State's just their Ohio State. But and then it's gonna be, I think, us and Georgia, and again, we'll see about that game, exactly how that goes down. Uh, but yeah, man, it's gonna be us against a backup quarterback, as I said. The rest of Georgia still is Georgia, and you know Texas, Oregon. So it could very well be. I would rather see a Penn State in a national title than a Georgia with a backup quarterback. But
Yeah.
you know, again, it could very well be us in like Oregon or Texas or Ohio State in the national title. I mean, that's kind of crazy to think about that we could be in a national title game. So I've never seen one in my lifetime. You never have. The last time they won, it was my dad's senior year he was a Penn State student. He was a senior. I can't imagine being a senior during that. That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gunnar Stockton sounds like he has an arm. He does. Saban has known him since he was a kid, and he's legit. Oh, absolutely. Like, I'm not saying he's not legit.
He
I'm
doesn't
just
have
saying that
experience.
he's just a backup. You know, he's not a starter. So,
he played
but
for
yeah,
half
man,
the game. So
make no mistake about it. Like, we could lose to Georgia, and anyone could lose to Georgia. So, I was 4 years old. So okay, so you were born in '82. So you're 42. Last national title, yeah, man. So you know that was a while ago. A lot of Penn State fans still live in the past in the sense that they're like, we won 2 national titles. It's like, yeah, that was a long time ago, man. Like, you know,
yeah.
we're in a totally different era of college football. Yeah. So yeah, Gunnar Stockton, you know, he took a good shot, but yeah, he's definitely good, and you know, so focusing on this game, I think we win convincingly, and then again, it's another good team that we're gonna see. I would hate to lose to a Georgia team with a backup because then it's like we can't even beat a backup quarterback, you know, even though we know that they're good regardless, but it's like we can't even beat a backup quarterback. You know, we never win the big game. You know, so that's going to be the next potential storyline. We play another big game. If we beat Georgia, make the national title, that's a huge accomplishment regardless. But then can we beat a team who is better than us? And Texas, I don't think is better than us, but Ohio State and Oregon are, you know, so could we beat one of those 3 teams if we were to make it past Georgia? We'll see, but you know, that's just kind of the storyline right now. What are we going to see in the future here? So,
yeah.
Brett, you have any more thoughts on the other games?
Yeah. So I guess technically I didn't pick a winner of the Ohio State Oregon games. I just, like I said, it can go either way. Who are we going to see? You know, Oregon hasn't played in a while. That might hurt them. That might hurt them wrapping up. I think I'm going to pick Ohio State to beat them, as much as I hate to say it. I could very well pick Oregon too, but I think Ohio State's going to beat them this time. It looks like they fixed some things against Tennessee, and at the same time, Tennessee's not Oregon, but they just look different. You know what I mean? They look good. So as much as it hurts to say that, they look good. I can't ignore it. So I think national title. I think we could beat Georgia with their back. I think we could do it. I have a feeling, you know, maybe it's my positive vibes, Penn State fan. I think it's gonna be Penn State Ohio State rematch in the title.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to, man, is can we beat Georgia with their starter? And if the answer is yes, then we should be able to beat them with their backup.
Carson Beck's not very good, but has more experience.
Timmy from South Park is all grown up, and he's not playing in the games anymore. He's going to the NFL.
Which is wild because he should stay, but
yeah.
I wanted to bring up one more thing against Boise State. I think on the play action, we should be able to hit Amari for 1 or 2 big ones. Let's be honest here. We tried it against SMU, but it just didn't work out. Cold weather, I don't know. It just didn't work out. I see Amari having a big game, so let's look out for that.
I wonder I'm going to look at the over-under. 55.5. Man, that's pretty crazy. 55.5 over-under. Huh?
Take the under on that.
You think so?
I think just under, because his boys are going to score enough to make that happen. You know what I mean?
No, Oregon OSU. My bad.
Oregon
I'm not
OSU.
even showing it right now. Oregon OSU.
Well, that's actually that's lower than what they scored. The first game was 63, right? They scored 63 points or something. So 32-31 or whatever.
Yeah. Over under
Close game.
55.5 for Oregon OSU. Us were like
Might
I
take
think
the
it's like
over.
53.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's a pretty for Oregon OSU. I think you want to take the over on that one for sure. But for us,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You say take the under. Yeah, I agree because I don't know if
Boise has enough.
Boise scores. I mean, for my score prediction, you'd take the over, but who knows if it works out that way. We could not break the 40s. I think we will, but we could be like 35-14 or 38-14. I think we win by more than that, but
Yeah,
I
there's
think
no reason we shouldn't be able to hit 40s, but
yeah,
you just never know with our offense. So
I think the spread's pretty comfortable there, so I'll take that. But Brett, we could probably get into the last thing, which is transfer portal.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said, we'll be on for post game Tuesday night. So